New Angels.
Hey guys, Celeb here. I'm making a video for you guys right now. This is a topic that it seems kind of like it's basic, but really it is basic, but it's not. But it's also something that people are kind of like a little embarrassed to ask about. It's one of those things where everyone just assumes that everyone knows, but they really don't, and nobody knows when they first start. So I'm talking about long range attack. And long range attack, if you've been playing for a while or if you're kind of new, it's probably arguably no, it's the most important stat, just because this tends to be an offensive game at a higher level, and it is where the bulk in the current, in the current meta of this game right now, the way it's set up, long range attack ends up being something that is your most important stat, because it's where you get your damage. It's what really gives you the power. It's something you can like jack up, and it's just how the game is played right now. So people don't know how to really necessarily get it. I'll show you mine right now. Currently, my long range attack is at 628%, which I'm thrilled with, but I know, a lot of people have better, but I'm very happy with that. And in the world I'm in now, as new as it is, I'm number one by far and away with that. So it's good for me now in the context of this new world I'm in. I'm going to focus on this video just showing people how I upgraded mine and places where you do upgrade your long range and how to do it quickly, because that's what people ask a lot. And I know it's something sometimes people are a little embarrassed to ask or just whatever. So I'm going to show people the long range attack, best places to upgrade. First of all, simplest and the academy here. So in the academy, this is where you upgrade a lot of stuff. You're going to go into the military bracket. And then here, I worked down, I have a lot of things here upgraded now, but I worked down the right side when I first started, which is where you're going to find a lot of your long range. And you just go down, so you got long range weapons right here. That increases your long range attack, long range HP, long range, that's the next one, long range armor, and then long range weapons again. And you can see that brings you about 15%. So there's one here at the academy. And then, so this is the first place for long range attack first, and that's the most straightforward. And now the big two places where you're going to see the most benefit is going to be the elite equipment facility, and then your officers, which is your I clicked on the command center where your officers are. The equipment facility, I made another video on that regarding extensions specifically, if you guys want to look at it. I'm not going to go too in depth here, except to say that there are certain pieces of equipment that lend themselves to long range attack, and I try to prioritize those first when I was getting started. So we got the smart weapons apparatus that gives you a long range attack boost of 21% at the level I have it at now, which is 5 and purple, as well as the extensions, which I went over in the other video. I have an additional long range upgrade of 20% here with that. So you can do that for any of the offensive type extensions, like here's the computer. It gives you a attack boost 12.6. Well, that includes long range. And then again, I have this extension on there again at 20%. And then also actually, for that one, another good example is the S-type that I had on there too. Let me show you guys one of the S-types, which also does all armies, so 10%. So those all affect long range. The ones on here that affect your long range attack, you got your radar right here, doubles it up on long range, huge. So this is the biggest one for long range. And then you have the armor, the computer, which is attack boost of 12.6 at the level I have it at now. And then the other ones that are off the top of my head, for long range attack, that's mid range attack, max units, smart weapons apparatus, smart weapons apparatus, long range as well, with melee, 21% for this one, and the extensions again on each one. And I think that's it as far as long range here. And the rest of them are defensive. So this is a really big place. This building, it's a little complicated, but if you look at which pieces of equipment focus on long range attack, this is a place to increase that. So we got the academy so far here, and then also I think probably the biggest are your officers. And so this is going to be long range attack is going to be under your war officers. And so this is Tifa. I've had a very pretty singular focus on long range attack since I first started playing. So I've over time built this up like this. So for this Tifa, her main thing is all attack that affects long range, and then the skills I have equipped for her, I have long range attack. I've got level 18, so it's another 41% right there with her right now, which is huge. And I also have a long range expert, which is another 22% attack, along with HP. Yeah, so there's that for her. And I have long range defense on her as well. I have that for every single officer. So again, Panda Jack, this affects long range as well. It's overall attack when you're attacking siege. And then again, I have long range expert, level 15, long range attack, level 15, another 30%, long range defense. I have this for every single one of my war officers. I have long range attack and long range expert as their HP and their attack. So you put those all together, and well, it adds up. So that is what I do here. It adds up obviously to a lot more. I think, well, I don't know. I never sat down and did the math actually, but I think it's more than my elite equipment facility, but it adds up to a lot. And so this is a huge place, and it takes a lot of time, and it takes time, and you have to be able to get the skills. Long range expert takes forever to get, but once you get it, there's like a long period where you're trying to get yourself set up to really start pushing the upgrades for long range. And then all of a sudden for me, I was just kind of like over this hump where then like I could just start pumping up the stats, and it really I can't remember where exactly it was, but anyway, so yeah, I'm C31, and I have obviously expended some resources on the game, so this is not something that's going to be super quick to accomplish, or some people will be able to accomplish, but this is the strategy that I took for it. So for officers, again, I put as much long range skill as I can for each officer, and upgrade it, and I focused on that. And so with those things right now, and then other places you can upgrade your general attack, like I'm VIP, so I get an attack boost here, but that's all attack, but it all goes to your long range. And so if I go back to my stats, you can tell I put a focus there. So it's mostly what makes it different than my other attacks. So let's see, like my mid-range attack is 330%. My long-range attack is approximately 630%. So that's going to be from putting in the special attention to long range with all my officers. And yeah, that's why I focus there. So the main places for long range attack are going to be the academy, and then the elite equipment facility, and then the command center with the officers. Really the officers and the skills. It's hard to get the skills. The long range skills especially seem to be few and far in between, as many of my alliance have complained to me about. So that's kind of where that's at. But I just wanted to share this with you guys and give everybody an idea of where I upgraded my long range, and that's it. There's no other secret to it. Guys, so those are the main 3 areas for the long range attack. It's definitely an ongoing thing. Work on it every day. So hope you find this helpful. If you did, give me a like, give me a comment, subscribe. Hope to see you again.